Hi, we've been learning about landforms all over Earth, and I bet we can identify some now. So these big blue spots, oceans, these big green spots, continents, and there's a green spot surrounded by water. It must be an island. And over here, I've got blue surrounded by green. Must be a lake. And here's a peninsula, land surrounded on three sides by water. And here's a gulf, water surrounded by land on three sides. As we learn about lakes and rivers and mountains and islands, we're going to start talking about how they move and change over time. That's called erosion. And that's how water or wind can change the way landforms look. So I wanted to introduce a Mayan folktale because we've been reading a lot of really important science books about landforms, but remember, we also do fairy tales and folk tales all the time. So this one was very special, and it's about how rivers began. What do you guys think the river is there? Does it look like your rivers? Or any we've read about? It's got a mouth and teeth. Look at that, and someone's digging a hole. I say someone, but that's a very strange thing. All right, so this is a Mayan folk tale. And Mayans lived in right around here, I guess, on my map, right? So it's in Mexico. When the world was young, there were no rivers on Earth. There was only one big lake. It was in a large hole beneath a tall mountain. People who needed water for drinking and washing and cooking had to travel long and far. They had to climb the tall mountain and lower jars down a deep, wide well. One day, the great keeper of the waters sent a messenger down to Earth. He wanted to see if the people were happy and if they wanted anything. The people cried in one voice, "Please give us water on the face of the earth. We are many, and we must wait our turn to draw water out of the deep hole. The water is heavy to carry, and it does not last long enough." So there's the people down on earth calling up to the great keeper of the waters, and he sent down a messenger. The messenger then went underground to the big lake of water. "Are you happy here?" the messenger asked the water. "I am tired of being hidden here under the mountain," the water replied. "I dream of seeing the world and running free." The messenger returned to the heavens. He told the great keeper of the waters what the people and the lake wanted. The great keeper thought long and hard. So the great keeper's thinking and thinking. What do you think he's thinking about? The people want the water to be free, and the water wants to be free. "Well, I put the lake there to keep it clean," he said. If it runs on the earth, the people will use it for many things. They will wash in the water and they'll get it all dirty. If the lake is willing to let that happen, you may set it free. So here they are, the messenger and the great keeper of the water having a chat about that underground lake, the only water on earth. The messenger returned to the lake. He told the lake what the great keeper of the water had said. The water gurgled with delight. "Oh, I shall not mind at all. I will be moving constantly. I will clean myself. I want to meet the people and see all the sights of the world." So the messenger smashed the rocks that were holding the water back. There's that picture we saw. Streams poured forth in all directions. As it fled its underground hole, the water asked the messenger for gifts of food to carry on its way. "If I give to the people, they will take care of me." So the messenger placed silvery fish of all sizes, colors, and kinds in the crystal clear stream. What do you guys think that looks like? So the water's coming out of the mountain now. I bet you've created landscapes that look a bit like that. Mountains with all of that underground lake is running down them. A great shout of joy arose from the people. They rushed to see the wonderful sight of water flowing on the earth. They sang praises to the great keeper of the water for his gift. There they are. Soon great rivers wound their way over the whole earth. The water flowed between tall mountains and made the valleys green. It splashed over rocks and fell over great cliffs. It filled up lakes and oceans. The people loved the water. They drank and swam and bathed. They washed clothes, made boats, and fished. The water loved the people, and it was happy. Everywhere it went, it gave the precious gift of life and beauty. And that is the story of how rivers began. How did you guys like that folk tale? I heard a lot of landforms in it. Did you hear any? Yep, mountain, valley, river, lake, cliff. And it talked about how the river wound its way over the whole earth. So we're going to learn more this week about how water changes the shape of the earth while it moves. Thanks.